So, like, how does one tell the difference between channeling positive or negative?
It's hard. It's really hard to do. I'd say go on your gut about this, go on your feeling nature. Everybody channels. And what do I mean by that? Channeling is your third chakra, right above your stomach, in between your chest and your stomach. It's that third chakra area that connects you to the astral realm. That's where the silver cord attaches when you leave your body and you go into these wonderful dream worlds. It's right there. And what channeling is, it's total emotional, a total astral realm involvement. And it's one of the ways to communicate with higher beings, lesser beings, whatever. But the way that you tell the difference is I can only speak from my own experience because I think it's personal. Some people are open channels. Oh my God, they can do automatic writing. They can do all kind of things like that. That's not my thing. Um, you will you grow and evolve in accordance with your own race structures of your body. And you will grow in accordance to what your soul and those wise beings around you want to feed you. Now, is that channeling? In a way, it is. It's not going through your head. Sometimes it's going through your emotional center. And we use our emotions to find out what we feel. So, channeling, there are 7 levels on the astral realm, and that's where it comes from. So you will be getting information either from the really low plutonian, icky places or the very highest. It's really a personal thing. I don't totally trust channeling because I never know who it's from or what it's from. A being can say they're anything and they can believe it because they're in the astral realm. Nobody says, by the way, you're not Napoleon because there must be 1,000 of them. But you can get, it's very complicated. You can get energy fields, you can get messages from the life energy of these beings. It doesn't mean that it's Napoleon himself. He has been reincarnated over and over since then. You see what I'm saying? So there are certain energy fields that we can pull in. But I don't think it's healthy just to be a channel to stay stuck in your emotions.
So it sounds like it's better to focus on the message of the channel rather than the entity or the energy behind it.
Yes, and ask to know. Why would you go down to the Greyhound bus station, pull out your driver's license and your social security card and wave it around? Here's my checking account number. I'll believe whatever you say. That's ridiculous. So it's like caveat emptor, buyer beware. What are you buying? Are you buying what they say? I know of quite a few people who believe they've been contacted by these high beings. Now they're important. You haven't. You haven't been contacted. Why would they contact you? What have you done? Right? So I get a little critical of that because nobody likes to be lied to, and it's a lie. So protect yourself and say if you're getting messages from a being that says they are Zambar from the Pleiades, say, prove it. Prove it. I want to know. And why are you contacting me? I think it's more interesting to say what the message is. But maybe the message is garbage too. This world is a deep, dark, deceptive place. And it's deceptive because of what? The emotions. You see what the connection is? So you have to be very, very careful.
And that way, we need to consider what the emotions are behind what we're doing rather than get caught up in the otherworldly nature of it.
Yeah. And, consistency is the key also. How does it make you feel? What are these beings doing to you? Are they helping you with your life? Are they telling you you're special? Use your brain. The channeling, when I got in my 20s, I was doing a lot of channeling. It was part of my learning curve. And I was in touch with beings that were consistent for me. There were some BS ones there too. But one of them, a being who is in the astral realm, his name was Chen Lao. And I'll read y'all a little bit about that. It's in the Chronicles too, because he was a big influence on my life and he's still around. So is he a master? I don't think so. I think, is he in the astral realm or is he etheric? I don't know. So I always identify this is channel material. This is who the being says they are. You decide. Because it doesn't come from me, so to speak. I can tell when I'm writing something and when I'm getting something of a loftier nature.
Interesting. Keep reading.
I'm going to start you guys. Let's see, we're in the Chronicles 2. And of course, you can get these on Amazon if you want to, but I'm just going to start reading this. It's a pretty cool section. The material world is a neutral palette, and we add emotion to it. The neutrality of the material expresses as all things being the same until we add reactive response to the physical. Detachment presents the clarity of watching the show while participating only when necessary. The limbic system and the astral body are the culprits of reactivity, adding fear, apprehension, projection, and all the emotions of control as we seek comfort from the resolution of opposites. But what's a girl to do? We're in a body to be in a body, right? To express and to react, to respond and intuit to the delight of the soul, who is a master on its own plane. Our personality, our emotional body, and our mental body, these are the playing fields, while the emotions are the ball in play. Do supernatural beings feel? Do they play on that same field or do they press on to their own designs, disrupting the equanimity of human efforting? I mean, what do you think? I don't know. Many years ago, I met on the astral planes a delightful Yoda like character who called himself Chen Lao. He appeared always as a smiling Chinese or Tibetan aged man, sitting comfortably garbed in robes of the ancient periods. He told me stories, aphorisms, and challenged me to quit fence sitting, to learn to discern my own value system. He spoke often of the delightful illusion of congealed matter, when energy dropped frequency and collected molecules from the ethers to become visible to the physical sense of sight. The tactile nature of things presented as I learned the proper placement of objects in my home and garden. I since learned that is called feng shui. He taught me that things get moved around until they find where they live, where they belong. That's why it's wise to gift away all the things that no longer live with you. All things have their time and their placement, he said. There's an art to sensitizing yourself to this field, and it's super sensory and not found within the five physical senses. Use your spider senses, those are real. The energy of the energy signature, rather, of channel reception is quite different from those of the fourth chakra of the heart or above. I can't really explain it except to say that that's emotional stuff. The differences are acute with this chakra, this third one. I'm not a fan of anybody following channel stuff strictly because we can't be sure who it really is. In fact, I suggest that we don't follow anything unless we feel it totally from the heart. That can be hard. It's a learning curve. The astral entities themselves can believe that they are angels and beings and aliens, and they can tell you that, but they're lying. They don't know that they're lying, but they're lying. So please read these channels' texts as stories and attitudes. from someone or something very loving, but it's not from Zoli's brain. I continue to wonder if any of these beings are who they
Can I
say
interrupt
they.
you for a minute?
Yeah.
I want to know the difference between what's channeled and what's from your brain. How can you tell the difference?
Oh, I can really tell the difference. I've done it for God 60 years or so. There's a signature, and that word is important. When you go to a place is going to have a signature energy, right? It's different than your home, has its own energy signature, and is pretty constant. There are beings that I work with, and I know their signature. I know how they feel. And I can tell also at times that I'm sitting thinking and I'm getting ideas, and those really aren't generated from my brain. Those are floating in, so to speak, from higher realms. And I'm receiving it probably in the sixth chakra, in the intuition. But it takes time, Linda. It's a hard thing to discern. And please be easy with yourself as you're trying to learn that. Excuse me. It's a feeling nature, and you'll get to know it. You'll get to be able to recognize what is what. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. And it's helpful to know that you don't have to know it all at once and you can feel and learn and grow into it.
Drives me crazy as a research analyst. I want all the information right now. I'm not going to get it. So yeah, most of it, I know if I am thinking, there's a different feeling I get if I'm thinking and trying to figure things out than if I get a free flow. I continue to wonder, if any of these beings are who they say they are or were. I mean, could they, why not be projections from my own various lifetimes? They could. Are they holograms from some way out place? From me in the future or the past, or maybe from you? I don't know. This world, it's a mysterious thing, but they're loving and kind to me, and they tickle reality with vibrancy and joy.